toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports.
And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25.
So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And a glance here at the vet. He's got a lot of years under his belt in the National Football League.
And coming off of an early season open week. And in this situation, what he told us when we sat down with him was he spent a lot of time working on fundamentals, kind of getting back to basics during that time, as opposed to having to worry about healing up or resting up. It's too early in the season. Get back to the basics, get his game going again.
This defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
They'll set up a throw. And that is incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
The Vikings send out their punter. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. That's taken on the 25. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by a man in his sophomore campaign as the quarterback.
And despite the 3 touchdown passes he threw, there's a lot to work on this week, wasn't there?
Oh, ton of interception.
Yeah, I mean, when you're going really with almost a 1-to-1 ratio, that's not going to work for you well at all. Not over the long haul. The beauty, though, somehow found a way to win.
Yeah, they still got the win last week.
Here's 2nd and 10.
He'll look to throw.
Finding ETN here, catching it on the out route.
It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Curry.
And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. They work now on 2nd and 9.
They'll drop to throw. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. They overload him that time on the safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7.
How to approach this. 3rd down and 16 yards to go.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
They'll make that a 2nd sack here on their first drive out defensively, and not to get ahead of ourselves, but they're on pace for double-digit sacks at this point.
But they're going to have to find a way to tamp that down, aren't they? So if you're the play caller, you're telling your quarterback maybe some screens, maybe some draws, hard count, use your voice inflection a little bit, anything to try and slow that pressure down.
He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt.
And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. Trying to run inside, but nothing there.
Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10.
Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted.
And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
Certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were in nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
On first down, Curry. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. And that's incomplete.
You look at this defense for the Vikings.
And they played well against the pass, currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete. A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10.
They'll look to throw again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Touchdown! A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Tigers take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough. Otherwise, they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
Extra point forthcoming. And it's good to make it 7-0. So that drive goes 8 plays. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
And now out comes Minnesota.
They were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back, you're ready to go.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
I mean, look at this defense.
They were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
And what I saw on film was nearly an unstoppable pass rush. They had 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries. So now do you just max protect on offense, keep everyone in, and run 1 or 2 receiver routes to make sure your quarterback stays up? We'll see him find out.
It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a first down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Back to throw again. Under pressure, and down he goes.
Holding offense.
So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole. 3rd and long. Back to throw here. In trouble, and he's taken down. It'll go in the books as a sack and a loss of a yard, but more importantly, it leads to 4th down. The Vikings send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
No sense risking anything there on 1st down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some
pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now here's a throw that's complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
He's got his target. That's complete. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 34-yard line.
That one goes for 24 yards.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover 1. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Catch number 44 on the year. It's a 1st down.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the 1st down.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense. That's not good enough, man.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw.
Toward the pylon, but it's incomplete.
And down here, 1st and goal, if it's not there, don't force it. You've got at least 2, if not 3 more shots at it. So that's a wise move to get rid of it.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he will possibly get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. On the other hand, it will definitely take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. into the second quarter. Memphis in possession of the football, as they'll see what they can do on 3rd and goal.
They're going to look to throw
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, no one likes to see that drop, but I guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
And his kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. They'll keep it on the ground. Hodge. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now back to throw. And that one complete downfield to Allen. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That's good for 28 yards.
Kind of a dangerous throw there. He's off balance when he gets rid of it. But this is all about a quarterback knowing what he can get away with. And that time, it turns into a completion and a healthy gain as well.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now a give right side. Hodge. And down inside the 15 he goes. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But a short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be second down. They'll set up a throw. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
So the 3rd drives the charm. They are on the board, albeit with just a field goal.
Yeah, 3 points from 3 drives. That's not going to win you a whole lot of football games. Hopefully the fact they were able to move the ball a little bit can wake up their offense.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Here's Memphis to once again go on offense. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it and let's go with it.
They'll run on first down. Curry. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. And now they'll stop play here, at least momentarily. A member of the Vikings in some discomfort after that last play. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. On second down now, it's Curry. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Wide open receiver, complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 14. A gain there of 21 yards.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's 2nd down. They'll look to throw here. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, they'll certainly be on the tablets going over that one for sure. Clearly they were expecting something else out of the defense and couldn't adjust to make that completion happen.
He finds his man, complete. That's Curry. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger gain.
This is caught, and he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Davis. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. He'll drop to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there. There to make the grab. And the Tigers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 17-3. This taken in at the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Minnesota now ready for their next possession. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of...
No, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. They'll look to throw. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game.
Now here's a whistle and a timeout. It's called by the receiving team here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Vikings send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Taking a couple yards shy of midfield. They'll come out throwing here on first down.
He'll take a shot here for Patton.
And it's caught. Touchdown. A big play there. 46 yards.
And the Tigers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that, so he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. And the football going back to the Vikings offense.
They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he'll find his man on the out route. That's Allen. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
It's a pickup of 6.
2nd and 4. And he'll go right back to Allen. That's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
Well, as my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
They'll look to throw here on first down.
Slant pass hauled in by Campbell.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
2nd down and 4.
They'll look to throw again. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Allen. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And it's caught.
And the Vikings are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Vikings get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
This is where, as a tight end, you've got to really sell that this is a run. They're going to fake the give, hope the linebackers bite, and here they do just enough. That split second, that's all it takes for that tight end to leak out into the end zone. Touchdown.
Extra point right down the middle. And that cuts the lead to 24-10. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it's polished off by a Viking score. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. One final go for this offense here in this first half. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. 2nd and 2. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And he's going to lose yardage. Not that it matters as the final seconds tick away. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. A lot to get to here as some of the division races starting to take shape as we look around the NFL here in week number 7. We'll begin south of the border, and I mean way south, in Buenos Aires, Argentina. And it's the Desperados who are out in front. The Desperados trying to gut this one out, as it would be a good victory for them if they could get it. From there, we head down south to Atlanta to check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And they trail the visiting Las Vegas Raiders, and that one's gone to halftime. Bryce Young with 2 first-half touchdown passes. Finally, let's get up to the place they call Titletown, Green Bay, Wisconsin, to see what's happening with the Packers. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. The orbit's locked in a tight one, but this is a game you feel they've got to have. The highlights are fairly one-sided to this point. It's a 2-touchdown difference here at the break, but I wouldn't call this one over just yet. I think there could still be some fireworks yet to come.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
and they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Now a throw here, hauled in. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Back to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the third down play. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
A first down carry for Davis. And he's across the 45. It'll be second down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. He'll look to throw. To the sideline and incomplete.
It's too early to figure out what kind of adjustments this defense made at halftime, but that's a good start to the second half. They cannot afford to give up more points and fall further behind, so well done to force the punting situation here.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the
Back to throw here. He finds his man, complete. It's Harvey. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Up the middle they go. Hodge, and nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Ball on the 30 now. Here's second down and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. Hodge. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
Running lanes run a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
On 3rd down, Hodge. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
He's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. He'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively, and you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. Here's Memphis to once again go on offense. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And he's going to go down. Back in his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
Like how they started the 3rd quarter here. They forced a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their 2nd win coming out of the locker room. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. And they're going to sack him again. The 5th time they've gotten him today, and this one results in a safety.
Well, 2 snaps ago, I don't think anyone thought a safety was on the table, yet it happened. They caught him on back-to-back plays breaking through the line. No amount of evading was going to save him from a sack on either play, and on the last one, he ran too deep into the end zone to set up the safety.
Taking it about the 16. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
But plain and simple, that's the 2nd time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? He's got thrown off. He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
Well, if you're going to give out a little applause on that play, it has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. Here's Memphis to once again go on offense. Remember, they had the safety go against them the last time they had it. Fortunately, their defense just forced the punt, so they'll try again as they start 1st and 10. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Curry. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Now a 2nd and 2. Now a handoff up the middle. Curry, and he'll get it down here to the 43. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Looking to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Curry. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Another big play right there, and this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting it done.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Glad to have you with us from Minneapolis. 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. Touchdown! A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Tigers are able to stretch out their lead. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. And out now come the Vikings. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He'll get this into the hands of Hodge. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll set up a throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And, Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual. Oh, you can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front seven. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Vikings send out their punter as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. Here's Memphis to once again go on offense. They have picked up right where they left off in half number 1, just looking really dominant, extending this lead.
And it's fun to see when teams actually do that because so many times you go into the half after playing well and you kind of relax a little bit. We've got this. We can kind of punch the button whenever we get good and ready. But for a team to keep the intensity and keep the execution up and come back after the half and play so well, that's actually really, really nice to see.
And a pedal to the metal. That's what we're seeing right now. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up.
Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
They'll keep it on the ground. Curry.
And hold on here because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This will be 3rd and 5. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on 3rd down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a 1st down.
Here we go on 4th down. And he's not going to get the first. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. They come up short here on 4th down. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the 4th, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year if points are going to come into the tiebreaker if we're trying to get into the playoffs. That's always the standard justification.
2nd and 9 from the 44.
At the 44-yard line.
Now back to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Harvey. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Up the middle they go. Hodge. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 47 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. He'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Hodge. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. They'll look to throw here. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. From 3 yards out. And the Vikings are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Well, it seemed like they were so focused elsewhere they forgot about the tight end spot, and he's the one that burns him there to make this a 3-score game here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
I think there might be a little bit of defensive fatigue from those guys on that side of the ball, partner, because they've been spending their time trying to stop them from all angles. This time the tight end gets them.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 19-point ball game. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Here's Memphis to once again go on offense. And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll be dropped at the 36. It's a good gain of 18 on a play that originated back at the 18.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37. So from the 37, here's 2nd and 9.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They'll try the left side. Curry. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
107 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
On 1st down, it's Curry. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line.
The defense rising to the challenge and setting them back on the sack.
I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational, CD. That is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
They're going to look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to make it 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there, and they rallied and made the tackle.
And this one is right through, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And now out comes Minnesota.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And the offense moving quickly to the line. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole.
From the 46, here's 2nd down and 7.
They'll look to throw. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
2nd down and 3.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
The throw right side here going to be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and as a result, possession switches hands. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll keep it on the ground. Curry.
123 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down.
Davis, he'll try to run for it. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield. 2 yards and able to get the 1st down in the process.
1st down, Tigers.
So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Air-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle, go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.
So for Memphis, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, the losses are piling up as they drop to 1-5 now. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against the Chicago Bears.